this is a priority of Public Health System Leadership Team. It's a priority, and why we are reminding ourselves of that is that this may mean other work may need to be pushed to the side. This may mean this is the priority to make myself available for it, okay? And when we talked at the Public Health System Leadership Team, we actually articulated that, and there was agreement that yes, these are that important, we need to do that. So we are hoping you're feeling that support to be able to clear the path to get this work done. So the work emanates, our touchstones are the standards, the vision, and the 6 states. And so what's really important is that everything we do is going to be consistent with that. We've got a tight target of December 12th for the final product. And the framework that's been developed really isn't up for grabs. We've looked at that, we think it's going to serve us, there's probably going to be some tweaking and other questions, but the development of a framework and going through that process is actually how we're going to get this done. We don't know what it's going to look like at the end. And for those of you that were here last January when we did the standards and we had a really pretty intense 3 days, what we put in to Brent and what came out didn't exactly look alike, but all the intent was there, and what happened is they were made to look like they were developed as a package. So what it looks like, we don't know. And we're just going to have to just accept that. And it will emerge, it will happen, and we will be able to see it. Don't miss good while looking for perfect. That's going to be really important. Put that perfectionist stuff away, because we really need to just get a really good product. And it's going to be something that will always be able to be improved on and worked on. We have to be mindful that resources are limited, okay? And those resources are people's time, people, and money. But the flip side of it is, or the tension is, this is a priority and this work needs to get done. And so we will use those resources judiciously, but the work needs to happen. This is really important. Trust that we have the right people in the room and on your teams. And also trust that if you need to invite more in, you can. But we have a huge group of highly skilled athletes here. So we need to be comfortable with a little chaos and a little cloud in front of us and where we're going, and also have enough structure so it gets to where you're going. For those of you who know me, this is extremely hard for me, okay? And it's something that's getting easier, but it is something that if you trust the process and you trust the people, we are going to come up with this. But I'm one of those people that if you tell me what it's going to look like at the end, then I can get there. We don't know. We don't need to plan every single play on the field today. Today's the kickoff, and when we move down the field, we're going to figure out what some of the plays are. And that's how that game is played. You don't know what you're going to do. You've got a set of plays that you can draw from. And we also believe that there's probably not a right way to do this. But that this is the way we've chosen, and we probably will make a few mistakes, and that's okay. We need to be gentle with ourselves and gentle with each other if we hit a skid, and we need to have each other's back in this work. And the steering committee and some of the renewal team is going to play some of that defense for you in terms of trying to make sure we can get the work done as we move along. And we know we need more engagement in this process, but we don't know what that looks like right now. And there's a lot of interest in this from the whole public health system, hence the amount of sort of engagement we're trying with this work, and probably as we move down the field. That there is going to be more engagement, but we don't quite know what that is. So those are sort of that's the playing field that we're on for this game. And the last slide, for those that are more pictorial than verbiage, this is essentially saying sort of where we think what our plan is. So we're here today at the kickoff. And then we're going through a process between May and June in terms of applying the framework. We know we want to come back in June 26th, I think is the date, in terms of connecting, refining, sharing, and learning. Don't know what that day is going to look like, but we know that this work is going to need to come together. And then it's going to go into, I affectionately call it, it's almost like a sausage machine. We have the raw material, we're going to put it in the sausage machine, and at the end of it, we're going to get sausages. We don't quite know if they're going to be round or flat quite yet, but they're going to come out at the final end. And it's pretty cloudy from probably here on. And that's why we have the design team to help us kind of move that through. But this is sort of the concept and the journey that is going on in terms of development of the protocols. So that's how we got to the big kickoff today. And that's, it's taken years of work. Some of you have been in the game for a long time, and some of you have just joined. And it will be through our collective work that we get there to the goal at the end. So that's the context of the frame.